We're talking about CJ in the Bay, who threatened to quit the show repeatedly. Yet here he is. How many times has somebody threatened to quit the show only to return? How many times? Every bleeping time. You don't quit the show.
1,000,000.
We quit you. All right? Let's find out. We go to the Bay. CJ in the Bay. CJ, what's going on?
Mr. Rome, first off, you are a legend. I've been with you since 1994, and that will not change. But my every second of every show dedication has faded a bit. That is true. Life comes fast, so it's not you, it's me. But I just wanted to clear the air about the whole butthurt quitter narrative. The root of my emails stem from the Dodgers-Padres open to the show on consecutive days. I was trying to get in via email, and Tom clearly did not deem my emails worthy of airtime. They were worthy, and that was a second-place battle, so yes, I was butthurt. But the whole Dodger Jim thing, I was only half kidding, but I feel like you do have a tiny sliver of love remaining in your heart for the Dodgers being a SoCal guy. But I've been wrong before, so since you say that is not true, then I am off it for good, and I hope you can accept my apologies for the misrepresentation. But that perceived sliver of love I mistakenly detected, I believe, is loyalty. It's like your relationship with Silk. You know, this dude is out there on the jungle playing field, flopping around like Pujols trying to leg out a double. The bro needs support. How often is the comparison now between him and that plumber idiot Matt? Those guys pilot the clown car, but Tansmack is a loyal guy, and that is honorable. That being said, to the other proverbial lightweight who weighs in obese, that fat kid Wells, he's a self-labeled alcohol aficionado. You look like a bloated hipster with alcoholic hepatitis. You're the male version of Portland woman, Seattle man. War, Huntington Beach posting their employee salaries online. Times are tough, brah. I got the pay stubs. Quitters like us, babe.
You know what? Go ahead and rack him. That's fine. That works. We're good, CJ. That works. And I accept that part where you said, you know what? You might not be Dodger Jim, but you are loyal. You are loyal. He's right. I will own that. I am loyal to people like Silk. I am loyal to people like Matt. And I'm going to let you in on another little dirty secret. Over the years, there have been staff members that have actually had a certain amount of disdain for some of the hardcore clones, believe it or not. I don't want to say guilty of that because I've got nothing to apologize for. Why would I not have a certain affinity, affection for people who have listened to my program, contributed to the program, and had my back for 20 years? Why would I not be loyal to people like that? It's because of people like that that I'm still on the air and I can feed my family. Why would I not be loyal to somebody who back in the day would fund flights to tour stops, right? Like there was this thing back in the day when John in Seatown was like a maniac. Like John in New York. There's always like that really small percentage of people that are so hardcore about the show that when people say things that are derogatory about the program or it's a perceived threat to the program or the brand, these guys take it personally. Like John in Seatown back in the day, when the program director in Cleveland was jerking with the show, John in Seatown took that personally. Like that's why that whole bang the monkey, bang the monkey, bang the monkey thing came from. Because John literally was trying to find the PD and say, hey man, stop messing with the show. Stop messing with Rome. Leave the show on the air. And I can remember certain members of the XR 40 going like, dude, this dude, man. God, what a loser. I'm like, what do you mean, what a loser? This guy literally is in the street fighting for the program, fighting for behalf of the show. So, like, when some of you want to clown John in New York, and some of you certainly have done that, no names mentioned, I see a guy, and John, that's John in Seatown.
For taking my
and that's John in New York.
Jim.
When you see John in New York, you see a guy who's like, Jim, you are the best interviewer ever. Jim, you are so smart.
The best interview.
That's not what I see. You know what I see? I see a guy that threw down hundreds of dollars to attend my induction into the Radio Hall of Fame. Now, I know you losers will turn that on its head and say, hey, you know what we see, Rome? We see a loser who threw down hundreds of dollars to see you go into the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I'm the host of the show. I appreciate that love. I appreciate that respect. You know why? Because I know there's all that hate out there, too. So why would I not appreciate somebody who's got that kind of love for the program? So, CJ, you're right. Yes, I am loyal to Silk. You know why? We kind of came up together. I've been doing this show for 30 years, and this guy was there back then, and it's still there. And Matt in L.A. Say what you want about Mutt in L.A. The guy loves me, man. He loves the show. I have loyalty to that. Now, I have responsibility. I don't let my loyalty cloud or supersede my responsibility. My responsibility is to have the best product on the air every single day. So I'm not loyal or blind to a fault. But yes, I'm guilty of that. I am loyal. Loyal to people who like me. Loyal to people who fight the good fight for the program. Especially back in the day, man. It was not always easy or popular to be a Rome guy or gal. So hell yes, I'm loyal to those who've had my back. In terms of CJ saying, all right, you know, I'll own this. I'm part of this. I've been with you since 94. It's all good, CJ. We're good. Welcome back, yo. I knew you weren't quitting. See, that's the thing, man. It's like any other relationship, right? I've done it with coaches and players for years where we're on the same page, and then I have to say something that they do not like, and then we get off track, and then we work our way back. And then sometimes they never come back. And I get that too. Why? Because I was doing my job. And they probably did something pretty stupid, and I had to say it. It's the people. And by the way, I do stupid things, and I own that too. Don't make this so hard or so deeply personal. Man, I'm very rational. I'm not one of those guys who harbors a grudge unnecessarily. I can carry a grudge with the best of them, but not unnecessarily. You know why? I'm freaking accountable. I'm responsible. I'm not going to demand accountability from you and then not have any myself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bruh.
As long as I'm the host of this show, until Silk does something really reprehensible, he's going to be welcome up in here. Until John in New York does something really reprehensible, he's going to be welcome up in here. Until Matt does something really reprehensible, he's going to be welcome up in here. Because they try hard, dude.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome, John. It's my guy, dude.
Hey, John.
Well, why do you think when he rolled up in that building in New York City, he got to come over to the table and hang out with my fam? Because John is fam. Dude, do you know what those tickets cost? Do you know how much money he threw down and brought his daughter? And saw one of the all-time great nights ever. My induction into the Radio Hall of Fame, man. There was some stuff that went down inside that building last night that was worth every cent he paid. You're welcome, John! Buddha Baker joins me when we come back. All right, so can we get back on track? I know the biggest topic on the show is often the show itself, but can we get back on track? Give me back my... CJ, you're back on track. Welcome back, son.